It's Cat, and it's Woof, and they talk. It's Cat and Woof talk, Cat and Woof talk, Cat and Woof.
Hello again, this is
Cat
and Woof, and we are very excited today because we are back to talk about
My Hero,
Academia,
Season 7.
Episode 1. No, we've been looking forward to this one a long time.
Oh my god.
Because it feels like it's been like on hiatus for so long.
A year. It's been a hiatus for a year.
Wah.
About a year.
But well worth it. We
Oh my-
are
Well worth it.
getting back into it. This was a fun little episode to start back in with.
Mm-hmm.
And you could sort of tell that they wanted to jump right into the action. There's like what feels like a half scene of Deku at the beginning.
Not
And
even a half
just-
scene. That's just like a itty bitty. Oh, there's a spike of Deku.
Yeah, because we left off with him in the last episode coming back and being reintroduced to his friends and his team after going full vigilante mode for so long. It was too dark anyways. I was getting sad.
I was good. I wanted Vigilante Deku.
There were some cool moments. I wanted to see more vigilante Deku fights. But
I wish they kept that girl with the gun that basically was a gun. I wish they kept her around more. But
Oh,
that's just
yeah.
me.
she was fun.
She was fun. Anyways, I don't know if you know this or not, but they the reason they did that at the beginning is just to give a little recap. They have recap episodes. Like there's a whole quote unquote season of like 4 episodes that recap everything that's happened throughout the whole series.
Well, yeah, but I feel like for the actual episodes, they just wanted to get us a little taste of Deku, where we left off with him.
Yeah.
Where he is going in from last season, when he was reintroduced to the team. And then we jumped right into the action.
And our new
Um,
character,
A new character introduced.
who was actually introduced at the end of the other one.
Right, so at the very end of the last season, we got just a little preview, a little taste of what was coming with our new character, Stars and Stripe, our Star and Stripe. And so she gets a quick introduction there, and
She's more introduced in this one. Like
so
everything about
in
it.
this episode, yeah, we really get. I feel like this was basically an episode to not only get us right back into the action, right back into the fight against our main villains, but also just to really introduce her character, which the whole episode was kind of. One of the things that I really kind of enjoy about My Hero is that they're very hyper focused when it comes to how all of the powers work.
Yes. And
Like
they go
they
into
really
detail and quirks, and every quirk has a, well, if you do this, then you can't do this type of thing.
hmm Of course, it has that anime trope also where if they really want to bend the rules, they'll
They
just
will.
be like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she's going ultra plus ultra plus ultra.
I mean, at the end
and
where
then-
she's like literally, I'm gonna bend air to be myself and then basically be Zeus and go.
Well, they never said that she couldn't do that.
They did, because they said that she only could do 2 things.
But she was only doing 2 things.
But how is she keeping her strength then?
She might not have been in that moment.
She looked like she was still in her strength.
Well, I don't think that her physical appearance changes like All Might's does.
Oh, maybe you're.
I think she makes herself stronger with her power, but I don't think her physical appearance changes the way his does.
When I first saw her, she reminded me a lot of All Might. So that's probably why I'm just like, oh, she's basically All Might's quirk, but American. And I'm like, wait, no.
Well, what we learned about her was that she does style herself based on All Might's appearance because he had
saved her.
mentored her.
Well, he saved her when she was a kid.
Right,
She thought she was gonna
because
die. She thought she was gonna die.
he saved her, and then later he mentored her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she very much is in the vein of an All Might character, which
I mean, just off of her look alone, look at that. She looks like a female All Might.
but so much more American.
Oh my god, yeah.
So American.
See,
This episode was very like rah America.
yes, it
They
was.
literally had a line in here about America being where heroes are made.
Literally, like, oh my gosh, yes, America is so great. Like, they're the best. Woo!
We love it, folks. We love
It's
it.
funny.
They're like,
Even
they
in
bought
Japan.
how many mangas? All right, they can have a character.
They can have it.
You know, no, they know their audience.
They do. They really do. And the fact that it's a female All Might, basically, they know their audience.
Heck yeah.
A very strong,
Buff lady.
buff lady from America. Ooh.
We love
Oh.
it. We love it. We love our female All Mights.
We do.
Yeah, so we get introduced to her and what's his name? Tomura, and how he's it's really kind of disgusting when it does the whole
Oh yeah,
it
because he's
shows
trying to
him
meld.
blending
Yeah.
with All for One,
Yeah.
which Tomura doesn't really like, but
Well,
he's
that was
sort
the other
of
thing
just
about.
going along with it.
Yeah. That was another cool thing about this episode is that it's basically explained that once they meld, he's no longer himself and he's no longer All for One. He's a different being altogether. And he doesn't want that. He wants to be Tomura. He wants to be himself. And
We all just want to be ourselves.
what was great about it is it also showed off her kind of weakness where if they're not of self in a way, then they can't be controlled.
Well, if she has to name something to control it.
Well,
So-
she named Tomura Shigaraki.
But because
Because
that's
he's
not
melded
really
now.
his name anymore.
He's no
Um,
longer Tomura. He's someone else now. It didn't work.
Right. And it goes very, very into detail. There's even a little explanation with
It's
little
very funny.
chibis.
I think that's so cute.
We love our little chibis. As you can tell from our little
Oh, yeah.
profile.
From her little profiles.
Yes, we love our chibis.
But that's also another thing I like about My Hero is that it does, like you were saying before, it goes in depth about the quirks and it explains. It really explains, like to the point where it's kind of like, oh, if you're kind of slow.
Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
You know?
You're kind of like,
But-
okay, I understand now. Continue forward. But I think it's nice.
They usually do stick to the rules pretty closely, though. The rules that they
Yes.
establish for themselves. So it would be more annoying if they then broke the rules, which they do every once in a while. But
I mean, they
usually
do
they're
with Deku.
pretty. They're pretty firm about
Oh,
the
yeah.
rules they set up for themselves. So
Oh, yeah.
if you do pay attention to everything they're saying, then it makes
Makes a lot
a
of
lot of sense as you go on. There's a good explanation.
I think that's why My Hero is so popular is that they actually, unlike most animes, not naming names, if you know, you know. Unlike most animes where, they're like, here's a set of rules that you have to follow. And then they're like, the next second, they're like, plot armor.
Yeah, they break their own rules to get out of sort of corners that they draw themselves into.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty common. But all in all, I really enjoyed this episode. I love our new character. What's it? Star and Stripe.
Star and Stripes, I think.
Yeah,
But
her.
I love her.
She's great, and it brings a much needed sort of lightheartedness back to My Hero because it was
Yes.
getting so bleak there. It was just like,
Well, a lot of
damn,
people,
I gotta be sad all the time.
a lot of people like that version of Deku a lot.
Well, it wasn't just that version of Deku. It's just like, oh, everything's bad now. Everything's sad.
There's a whole spin-off of that, like vigilante stuff,
Yeah.
which I think they might, from what I understand, theory-wise, going into theories really quick. theory-wise, there's a whole apparent theory, or not theory,
Theory-wise.
theory-wise. There's a whole, it's not really a theory, but there's a whole rumor going around that they're going to do a spin-off show of just the vigilante stuff. Because it was so received. It was because it was so well received that they are thinking about doing that. Also, in that realm of rumors, that this is supposed to be the last season of My Hero, but the manga is still going, so it confuses me. Confucius.
Who knows? Who knows? You know, I mean, it's a lot more expensive to produce an anime than it is to produce a manga. So, you know, sometimes if popularity is starting to trail off, then they will end an anime a lot sooner than they will the manga, which is just something that's happened. It happened to we really enjoyed what was it? How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, but I think that only got two seasons.
I haven't even watched the whole thing. Yeah, we have to watch that stuff. I think the same thing happened with Devil as a Part-Timer.
Yeah. It happens pretty often. Unfortunately, it's all about the money.
Well, I mean, this is the last season and everyone's so hyped for this season. Like, this season was so hyped because it's from what I understand, it's the Stars and Stripes season, which is another one of everyone's favorite arcs.
Damn, ending on America. Like,
yeah.
There we go. This is that Japanese American like partnership that we kind of need.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we need. It feels good. It feels good to have some America, Japan, love going on.
Yeah.
In the world. That's
Agreed.
That's what we need in these dark times when you got these villains running around here acting crazy.
Oh no! Don't name names now.
Anyways.
Yeah, but besides that, it's great. I can't wait for episode 2. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to say. So we're watching it in dub because it's easier, and we don't have the time to really watch in sub at the moment.
Well, I think we just sort of have always watched in dub, and we enjoy the American voice actors. And I listen. I don't want to constantly be reading.
It's true.
I read when I have to.
But I would have loved to actually. I think I'm going to go back without you and see how the American.
Folks, you heard it here first. She's leaving me.
Don't ever say that again. No.
Ow!
Deserved. I would never leave you. Ever.
Oh, she's so sweet. She's like a little candy.
Anyways, I'm going to go back and go into the sub of this and see how, because I'm very interested how they basically dubbed American. I want to see if it's
you want to see how they
American.
I'm sure they just did Japanese.
I'm sure they did, but I'd love to actually just like see how it sounded. Maybe they made fun of it a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe.
So I'd love to see that, and I'm very excited about everything. The other one more thing is the Deku. To me, his voice sounded different.
Deku?
His voice sounded more grown up, and he looked a little more grown up.
I mean, that could be a purposeful thing. They're probably,
which I'm glad about.
Trying to develop him as a character, especially after the whole vigilante arc.
Yeah.
But that's plenty of talk for this episode. Our review is going as long as the episode did.
Good.
So as much as we enjoyed it, I think it's time to wrap it up there. Really fun. Really, we always love a good My Hero Academia app. And I guess that's where we'll leave off. Anyways, thank you again for joining us. And yeah, we'll have to keep up to date on this series, and we'll keep you guys in the loop. Let us know what you guys think. Keep us in the loop.
Yes.
Leave us a comment Tell us what you thought of the episode.
Leave us a
Like,
little
subscribe, smash the bell.
Detroit, smash that bell.
Detroit, smash the bell. That's right.
Pulling all might.
Do it. All
Oh my
right, guys.
goodness.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's Cat and Wolf in the talk. It's Cat and Wolf talk. Cat and Wolf. It's a Cat and Wolf and they talk. And they talk.